a kid, you wanted to be cool. You had a kid, if you want, you. No, kid, you wanted to be cool. You had a kid, if you. You. Wanted to be cool. You had When I was a kid, if you wanted to be cool, you had to play Little League, and finally I was old enough. Cool, you had to play Little League. Cool, you had to play Little League, and finally cool, you had to play Little League. Cool, you had to play Little League. Cool, you had to play Little. Cool. Cool. When I was a kid, if you wanted to be cool, you had to play Little League, and finally I was old enough, so cool, cool, you had to play Little League. Cool, you had to. Cool, you had to play Little League, and finally I was like, you had to play Little League. Cool, you had to play Little League, and finally I was like, finally I was old enough, so I. Finally, I was old enough, so I went to the other. was old. I was old. Old enough, so I went to the audition enough, so I went to the audition enough, so I went to test enough, so. When I was a kid, if you wanted to be cool, you had to play Little League, and finally I was old enough, so I went to the so I went, so I went. Went to the audition, went to the audition. To the audition or whatever it is they call it. Audition or audition or or whatever it is they call it. The audition or what or in or or whatever, or whatever, or whatever, whatever. The audition or whatever it is, the audition or whatever it is, the audition, whatever it is, or whatever it is, they call it, and whatever it is, they call it, or whatever it is, they call it, or whatever it is, they call it, or whatever it is, they call it, call it. When I was a kid, if you wanted to be cool, you had to play Little League, and finally I was old enough, so I went to the audition, or whatever it is they call it, and I am not an athletic person, but on this particular day, when I was a kid, if you wanted to be cool, you had to play Little League, and finally I was old enough, so I went to the audition, or whatever it is they call it, and, call it, When I was a kid, if you wanted to be cool, you had to play Little League, and finally I was old enough, so I went to the audition, or whatever it is they call it, And I am not an athletic person, but on this particular day, I was just lucking out and I kept catching the ball. So for a brief moment, it felt like I was going to be a rising star of baseball. But then eventually my real self showed, and I stepped the wrong direction, and this kid went flying and busted his chin and had to get stitches. Today, and I am not a. And and when I was a kid, if you wanted to be cool, you had to play Little League, and finally I was old enough, so I went to the audition, or whatever it is they call it, and I am not an athlete, and I am not an athletic person, but on this particular and I, I am not an athletic person. I am not an athletic. I am not a not an athletic person. Athletic person, but I'm not an athletic person, but I'm just was a kid, if you wanted to be cool, you had to play Little League, and finally I was old enough, so I went to the audition, or whatever it is they call it, and I am not an athletic person, but on this particular day, but on this particular day, I was just, but on this particular day, I was, when I was a kid, if you wanted to be cool, you had to play Little League, and finally I was old enough, so I went to the audition, or whatever it is they call it, and I am not an athletic person, but on this particular day, I was just lucking out, and I kept catching them. But on this particular day, I was just lucky. But on this particular day, I was just. But on this particular day, I was just lucking out, and I kept catching. Particular day, I was just lucking out, and I kept catching. On this particular day, I was just lucking out. Particular day, I was just lucking out, and I kept catching out, and I. thinking I was just I kept catching the ball, the ball, just kept catching the ball, the ball. So for a brief moment, it felt like when I was a kid, if you wanted to be cool, you had to play Little League, and finally I was old enough, so I went to the audition, or whatever it is they call it, and I am not an athletic person, but on this particular day, I was just lucking out, and I kept catching the ball, so for a brief moment, it felt like I was going to be a rising star of baseball, but then eventually my real one particular day, I was just lucking out, and I kept catching the ball, so for a brief catching the ball. So first of all, I kept catching the ball. So for first of all, catching the ball. So for a brief moment, it felt like I was going to be a ball. So for a brief moment, it felt like ball. So for a brief. Moment it felt like I was going to be a rabbit. Moment it felt like I was going. Moment it felt like I was going to be a rising. Moment it felt.
What's up, everyone? Sorry I'm not really super chatty today. I'm waiting for some guy to show up to my apartment to fix my refrigerator. So I'm not sure how long this stream is going to last. We'll see when my doorbell rings. Because my refrigerator keeps freezing everything. So I was trying to eat an avocado the other day and it was literally frozen, so I couldn't eat it. So they have to fix it. We'll keep you posted. Let me take a look at the chat for a second. Who's in the chat? We got Damien here. Thank you for modding. What's up, Potato, Spring, Armands, Duck Towel, Neusha, thank you. T. Lewis, EDT123, Lucia, Mehmet, Zigzoo, Ellie, what's up? Hasoon Edits, hello. Volleyball Think Fan. Thank you, I appreciate that. I have mixed feelings about my voice. Daily, hey, I think your art is cute, thank you. Nella, what's up? I'll try to get to everybody in the chat. It's hard to multitask. I'm also waiting for this refrigerator person to get here. They didn't tell me when they were going to show up. They just said between 2 and 4 p.m. Eastern. So it is now 2:16 in the afternoon. So you'll be on this journey with me. Did I miss a super chat? I totally did. Someone sent me a super chat. Oh, wow, how did I miss that? I'm so sorry. Roki, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much. How's everyone doing today? Frozen avocado sounds peak. I couldn't even cut it open. I couldn't even eat the avocado. It was crazy.
It felt like I was going to be a robot. Felt like I was go-
216. Oh yeah, me too. Murder drones and PDH lover. I don't know what that is. My refrigerator ran. Well, you better go catch it. Jesus loves you. That's cool. Jesus. Jesus loves you. Cool.
There's going to be a rising star of baseball. It's going to be a
I got noticed best day ever. I need to look up some baseball cards. There's something, I don't know if they're like Pokemon cards. I'm trying to, let me see if I can put Kevin in one of the baseball cards. What is like a rare baseball card? Let me see, baseball cards rare. Rare baseball cards. How does that work? You're my favorite animator, thank you. Volleyball Think Fan, what's up? You like to play volleyball, that's cool. That's cool. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna import a baseball card, but I don't know, we'll see. Favorite color is green. I'm a huge green fan.
right.
No, a rare card, one with a potato on it. Nada, what's up? Love this animator, super great. MS art, thank you so much. It's not the sport, it's a character. I'm drawing right now. Should I draw my OC? Yes. Hello, Pearl. Thank you for joining the stream. Appreciate you.
Rising star of baby.
I can't believe it's you. Someone wrote, I don't know who. I don't know who said hi. That's cute. That's so cute. Kawaii desu ne. Anyone else know Japanese in here? I've been learning for about 5 months. I can't stop saying Japanese phrases. You're learning Japanese. That's cool. Should pineapple go on pizza? I actually haven't had it. I've never had pineapple on pizza, so I don't want to say like, no one should have it. Pearl F me. Who else? You're both learning Japanese? That rules. Ozo, what's up? I don't know how to pronounce that first O in your name. Ozo. Oh, like the ozone layer. Ozo. Remember when that was a huge deal? Salutations. Greetings. I'm going to send this live to a couple friends, see if anyone wants to join. What else? Can't do Japanese, but it's cool you're learning. Watashi no mai ha paru desu. Oh, what does that mean? What can you say in Japanese? I could say a bunch of random phrases like Himeji-jo ni ikatagate iru desu ka? That means I want to go to Himeji Castle. Wakarimasen, sumimasen. Animation shigoto shimasu. That means I am working on animation. Kyou wa animation shigoto shimasu. Oh, そうですね。はじめまして。はじめまして。そうです。どうしてたん？こんにちは。Nice, bro. Nice Japanese, bro. Nice. Nice, bro. Watashi wa Java desu. Javadoodles desu. Nice, bro. My OC's name is Zemo. That's awesome. Zemo? Zemo? Animation in Japanese. Ie jozu ja arimasen. You're supposed to be overly modest. I just said, no, 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 I am not skilled. Mada mada desu. Still a long way to go. How do you draw so good? I just do it all the time. Have you ever considered going to Japan? Yeah, I want to go. My friend Charlie is having a concert. Actually, you should check out his channel. Yeah, he's doing a Persona 5 concert in Japan. I'm your biggest fan. Appreciate that. Stevosaurus. Zemo. So desu ne. Hi. I love your animations. Thank you. Appreciate that. Whoops. Import baseball card of Kevin. But it's actually not Kevin at all, but we're gonna pretend that it's Kevin. Whoops. What is happening? This is ridiculous. Japanese food, you like them? I'm actually allergic to a lot of Japanese food. I can't eat sushi. I can't have any fish because I will go into anaphylactic shock. Everyone send love and support to javadoodles. Thank you. Oh, I said it wrong again. It's Zemo. Right? Zemo. I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Big baseball.
I have to make the card bigger. Baseball. It was the 90s. Whoop.
Baseball.
Maybe I'll make this drawing a little smaller so it fits on the card. There we go. And then for now, imakara. You look like that one member from Stray Kids. I don't know what that is. All right, we're not talking about any gender stuff here because I will just remove the comments. Why does it matter? It doesn't matter. Who cares? You know, I'm just gonna scribble this out. Yeah, I have like a very severe seafood allergy. It's very annoying. Muichiro. Muichiro. Did I say that right? Muichiro. You guys have some cool names. Bye, Pearl. Thanks for coming here. Thanks for hanging out.
Baseball.
All right, let's see what we have right now. Let's see what we got so far. Volleyball Think Fan. What's good? Was good. All right, we're gonna play this back. Let me know what you think of the animation so far.
When I was a kid, if you wanted to be cool, you had to play Little League, and finally I was old enough, so I went to the audition, or whatever it is they call it, and I am not an athletic person, but on this particular day, I was just lucking out, and I kept catching the ball, so for a brief moment, it felt like I was going to be a rising star of baseball, but then when I was a kid, if you wanted to be cool, you had to play Little League, and finally I was old enough, so I went to the audition, or whatever it is they call it, and I am not an athletic person, but on this particular day, I was just lucking out, and I kept catching the ball, so for a brief moment, it felt like I was
All right, guys, I gotta stop the animation for a second because Blood Code is here. We got Blood Code in the house. Blood Code. Blood Code. Oh my gosh, we got some more people in the chat. Mar, thank you, appreciate you. Maria, thank you, thank you. Murder Drones, thank you. No, I remember the time we were in middle school, I was late watching your videos. That's funny. Thank you, Potato. Love you too, Blood Code, you're the coolest. Blood Code got a new puppy, and this puppy is perfect. So I've been looking at puppy pictures all day. Because it was the 90s. What is blood code? Blood code's my friend. Really awesome musician, really talented DJ musician, artist. You should all go follow Blood Code right now. Blood Code's my homie. Homie Blood Code. Blood Code. Did I hype you up enough? What's the puppy called? What is the puppy's name? Puppy. Arwen, I believe, is the puppy. Arwen. Le Wolf. Le Wolf. My dog would be freaking out. Yep, Arwen. Correct. Arwen. Hajime mashite. Mar, what's up? Tebogo mashite. Why do I keep saying things in Japanese? Tebogo. Hello. Welcome to the stream. All right, I'm going to play this one more time.
When I was a kid, if you wanted to be cool, you had to play Little League, and finally I was old enough, so I went to the audition, or whatever it is they call it, and I am not an athletic person, but on this particular day, I was just lucking out, and I kept catching the ball, so for a brief moment, it felt like I was going to be a rising star of baseball, but then eventually my real...
Software is TV Paint Animation 11. That is what I'm using. Whoops. Whoops, what have I done? I'm on the wrong layer. That's what's up. No, it's TV Paint, not Clip Studio Paint. TV Paint. What's my favorite flavor of crayon? I don't eat crayons, my friend. Tarot, howdy y'all lovelies. Nada. Oh, happy birthday, that's so cool. No, Clip Studio Paint is apparently a very good program. I've never used it before, but this is TV Paint. TV Paint Animation. There's also, you get a student discount if you buy TV Paint. It's okay, you're not in trouble. No one gets in trouble here.
But then eventually...
AWOL 74. Gary the Snail ate a whole crayon once. That must have hurt. AWOL, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thanks for being here. Misguiding is a bad... That's okay. It's all good. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. You're allowed to try all these different softwares. It's cool. Volleyball Pink fan, what's up? Oh no, I'm on the wrong tool. Where is this fridge guy? What is happening? I'm waiting for my fridge to get fixed. Well, it's not my fridge, it's the apartment's fridge. Movies and stuff, hello, what's up?
And eventually my...
Frame rate, 24 frames per second. But I draw on 2s and 3s, so I lengthen the exposure 2 or 3 frames each. Mitsuki plays gacha. Hello. What's going on? Charlie, love your work. Wish I could hang out more. No problem. Get some rest. I'll be around. Maybe I'll do a live... When should I do a live stream that I might get a different audience? Maybe I'll do like a night live stream to get, you know, the other time zones. I want everyone to have access to javadoodles. Maybe I'll do a night stream tonight. If I feel like it, we'll see. I got up early this morning for my Japanese class. Is anyone else learning Japanese? I think I asked this before, but I want to know if we have new people in the chat. Kore wa nan desu ka? What is your time now? My time is 2:31 p.m. Muichiro, you're learning Japanese. Sugoi desu ne. Your animation style so fast. Thank you. Dreamland. Thank you. Everyone loves the window videos. Silly Vanilli. I like your username. Thank you. Angel Lucy. You know some Japanese. Ooh, show me what you know. Lubalin. Good evening. Is this available? If you have anxiety, throw it out the window. Exactly.
But then eventually my real self showed, and I stepped back. But then eventually
I'm not sure what to do with this part. Engineering and philosophy classes. Ooh, philosophy. Who are some of your favorite philosophers?
When you're rising.
Do you know anything about Stoicism? I've been trying to get more into Stoicism so I could stop caring about things.
And it felt like I was going to be a rising star.
I guess I mean not caring about things that don't deserve to be cared about. Olga. Siberia. Whoa, it's 2 a.m. Olga, thank you so much. Yeah, maybe I'll do a night stream to just get some more availability for other time zones. I'm thinking about doing that.
When it felt like I was going to be a rising star of baseball. But then eventually my real self showed. But then eventually real self showed, and I stepped the wrong direction, and this kid bleeding Miami.
All right, your voice is giving Zooble. Who? Oh, I haven't seen that yet. Ooh, Angel wrote some stuff in Japanese. Let's see. Anata no. Ooh, katakana. Anata no animation ga. Oh no, are there some kanji in here? Oh no. Animation ga something something ki desu. Ki desu. Oh, okay. Anata no. Your animation is good? Or you like my animation? Suki desu? Kanji is because I haven't learned any kanji except for like watashi. Watashi wa. Thank you so much. Thank you. Success in the long run. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Only success on this channel. Discardy is what I think, therefore I am. That's so cool. Yeah, do you know who Neville Goddard is? I mean, that kind of goes in line with the Neville Goddard stuff. I love your animations. Thank you. Oh yeah, Moho's a really good program. Yes. Gas Zooble. I need to watch Amazing Digital Circus. It was like a revolutionary indie animation production. Gotta go to sleep. Nada, thank you for being here. I am demonstrate stuff. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. That's so cool. I love your animations. Thank you. Angel Lucy, appreciate you. Oh yeah. So that's the translation, isn't it? Is that Sukides? Sukides? Is that the when you say like I like something? Anata no animation ga suki desu? I think I said it. What planet are you from? I'm from Earth, sadly. Zooble. I'll have to look up who Zooble is. But yeah. Wow, this is fun. Angel Lucy, say more things in Japanese. Maybe it's good reading practice for me. Do you practice doodles daily like a routine? No, just because I draw so much where it's like, it's just what I do at all times. Welcome to our brand new society. Oh my god. Sheila Clark, thank you for being here. Volleyball Think fan. Most amazing relatable character ever. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Eventually my real self showed.
I think here's how we're gonna animate. I'm not sure how this is gonna turn out, but we'll see. Trial and error is how I've made all of my animations. Welcome to the, oh, we got another one. Zuburi te something something. Is that, oh, I think I know that kanji. No, I don't know. What is that kanji? Oh boy. Is that Nihongo? Nihongo? No. No, I read it the wrong way. Oh no, I can't read this. Ka something na no. I'm not sure. Melgard from Barbados. Yeah, the You Are in Barbados guy. Yeah. Well, what's interesting is like I don't think it's religious from like, because I think the interpretation of the religious stuff, I think it's more the metaphysical meaning. It's not about the religious meaning. It's like I guess like how your thoughts shape your experience. Your animations are raw, like the wobbly feeling. Yes, thank you. That's what I'm going for. Support stuffies. Oh my god. Zephyr OX, hello. BEXE said hi. Thank you for subscribing. Wouldn't it be funny if the guy coming to fix your refrigerator was late because he's busy watching your live? That's really funny. I like that.
Literally, my real self showed, and I stepped around the real self showed, and I.
This animation is gonna be fun. Angel Lucy, tried learn Japanese from Duolingo. Yeah, I don't use Duolingo. I use Pimsleur. Let me write that down. I use Pimsleur app for Japanese. I'm on like lesson 26 of 30 for Japanese 1. Your name, javadoodles. Java Ferbs, that's funny. Hello, Peaceway. What's up? I like your profile picture. What is it, a muscle? The guy flexing his muscles? I don't know what that is. I'm just gonna be heavily exaggerative with Kevin's movements. Do you miss a day so Duo came to raid your house with swords? Oh god. Secular metaphysics. It's like, what is secular metaphysics? I feel like I should know what this is. Goober Goofy, what's up? You gotta go, Dreamland. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Only got to level 3 of Pimsleur? Or Duolingo? I think you would like Pimsleur. It's only 30 minutes a day of listening. It's pretty good. I've been using it for about 4 months. It's really nice.
Literally, my real self showed, and I step.
Duolingo. Yeah, you should try Pimsleur out. I think it would be very interesting. Love you, Dreamland. Love you so much. How did you thought the character persona would be a glass of water or a glass? I just think cups are nice because it's a very simple shape. It's just a square. You could also make them taller. You can make them shorter. You can make them curvier. You could pretty much do anything with cups, which I think is good for a multitude of characters. Without using a god as an explanation for questions. Yeah, I think that's really interesting. So I feel like the meaning of God could be different for different perspectives. Like, oh, there's only one God. It's like, well, I don't know. Is there? I know different belief systems think about it as like one God, or like if the universe is God or your God. It's really interesting. Anyway, that's not my expertise, is it? I just make cartoons. The water cycle is an example of a secular idea. Ooh, explain that to me. I'm very intrigued by this. Harley, what's up? Are those Korean symbols? I should know what these are. Cool. You're from Korea? My dog's from Korea. My dog is a Jindo from South Korea. Every time I watch your cup doing overly funky, exaggerated moves, can't help but laugh. Yeah, because it's like, why animate something doing a normal movement? Why do that ever? Where is God needed to explain the process? There's not a demonstrable method to show that they're 100%. Because things just are what they are. Water just is. Caratato Plus. Yo, cool new animation. Thank you. Yeah, it's really interesting. I'm going to look up some of this stuff. That is what my grandma used to say. All religions are like water in different cups. Whoa, I like how... Yeah, I like how I'm animating cups. Not from Korea. I like the culture. Thinking about moving there. Yeah, one of my friends took a trip to Korea for like several weeks. She loved it. Also, I love Korean food because there's a lot of vegetarian options, which I wasn't expecting. And I have a lot of seafood allergies, so I thought that was cool. And I went to Korean barbecue with a bunch of my friends, and I had never gone to Korean barbecue before because I was scared that I couldn't eat anything. But there were a lot of veggie options, which I thought was so cool. Yeah, I don't want to bog you down on theology. No, this is interesting. I have the most interesting conversations in these chats. Honey Horns says hi. What's up, Honey Horns? My mom's from Maine and my dad is from Pennsylvania. Oh, cool. Welcome. East Coast vibes. I'm from the East Coast as well. I'm in New York right now. New York ni sundemasu. New York ni sundemasu. Ima New York City ni sundemasu.
The wrong direction in this road, and I stepped the wrong the wrong direction, and this kid is shipping, and this kid flying busted is this.
Have a great stream. Thank you, Olga. Appreciate you. So the kid who busts his chin. Let's just watch what I have so far.
When I was a kid, if you wanted to be cool, you had to play Little League, and finally I was old enough, so I went to the audition.
Wait. We have another person learning Japanese. So desu ne. Nihongo wa wakarimasu ka? Kind of struggling coming up with ideas. Harley, do you want to show off your Japanese here? This is a cool space to do so. Struggling coming up with ideas for videos. Any tips for getting ideas? Take stories from your life or ask your friends to give you stories. Will I end the live when the fridge guy gets there? I mean, do you want me to introduce you to the fridge guy? Do you want me to live stream when the fridge gets fixed?
When I was a kid, if you wanted to be cool, you had to play Little League, and finally I was old enough, so I went to the audition, or whatever it is they call it, and I am not an athletic person, but on this particular day, I was just lucking out, and I kept catching the ball, so for a brief moment, it felt like I was going to be a rising star of baseball, but then eventually my real self showed, and I stepped the wrong direction, and this kid went flying, and
You want to meet the fridge guy? I'm from a Hindu family core. People fall in 4 or 5 main sections, but the festivals interlink each other. Okay. Super Zero, thank you. Host McToast. We got Host McToast. That's an awesome username. Host McToast. I make cat soup. Love you too. Yeah, what else? Okay, we gotta make the kid who falls over. I think I'm gonna make it just this guy that I always animate. He's got like the buck teeth, like Timmy Turner.
This kid went flying, and busted nuts, and this kid went flying, and busted it, and this kid went and this kid went distraction, and this kid went flying, and this kid went flying, and this kid went.
Huh, actually, I have an idea for the kid going flying. Simona. My scanner's acting up, it's a non-stop sound. Zoe loves you, what's up? Taggart? I don't know how to pronounce this. Oscar the Alien's here. What planet are you from? Doko ni sundemasu ka?
Different direction, and this kid went this kid.
Do love it when the kid goes flying. I'm having issues with this part. It's like I want him to.
Direction, and this kid.
Ooh. I could do a Mario joke, but I don't know if a lot of people would get it. It's like a Mario 64 joke.
Direction, and this kid went flying. Direction, and this kid went.
Oh, that's too niche. Devosmita. Thank you. Thank you. Mario, Superman pose. Hi, potato, Superman pose.
Flying busted his chin.
Let me play it through again.
But then eventually my real self showed, and I stepped the wrong direction, and this kid went flying and busted his chin and had to get stitches. So they flying busted his direction, and this kid went flying button. And this kid.
Man, this is tricky because I established our main character here.
Direction, and this kid went flying. And this kid went flying.
Geez, what is happening? I have a vision for this. How do I execute it?
Direction, and this kid went flying.
I think I need to erase this drawing. I think that's tripping me up.
Direction, and this kid position, and
Mario, nobody asked for your opinion. Out the window, indeed. A ragdoll type pose. It's a good idea. Huh.
Went the wrong direction, and this kid went flying.
I could just have him come from like up here. That's what I'll try that. See how, let me know if you guys like this. I'll literally have him just like flying outwards.
And this kid went flying with the direction, and this kid. And this kid went flying and busted his chin. And this kid went flying and
I don't know if I like this, guys.
busted his chin.
My dog's trying to get comfortable on her dog bed right now. Is it bedtime? Is it bedtime? Or do you want to lay on the floor? You can lay on the floor if you want. But there's your bed right there. What do you want to do? You could do whatever you want. You're a dog. Now you're back in your little bed. Okay, good job. You were very cute. All right, let's, I was talking to my dog. All right, let's see.
The wrong direction, and this kid went flying and busted his chin. The wrong direction, and this kid went flying and busted his chin. The wrong direction, and this kid went flying and busted his chin.
All right, so here's what I'm thinking for when he comes flying in. Old Mario cap. It has nothing to do with baseball, but I don't think anyone's gonna care.
And this kid went flying and busted his chin. And they get the direction, and then this kid went got the wrong direction, and this kid went flying and busted his chin. Got the wrong direction, and this kid went flying and busted his chin. Got the wrong.
Do we like that? Are we a fan? What do we think? All right. C indeed. Someone wrote that looks painful. All right, what do we think about the Mario cap, you guys? I'll play it again a couple times.
And I stepped the wrong direction and this kid went flying and busted his chin. And I stepped the wrong direction and this kid went flying and busted his chin. And I stepped the wrong direction and this kid went flying and busted his chin. And I stepped the wrong direction.
Okay, I'm gonna keep it for now. I'll revisit it later.
Chin, his chin,
Maybe I'll have him look a little upset. A lot of Mario fans will catch that. Yeah, I mean, I'm a weird video game nerd, so this is perfect. Okay.
and had to get stitches and had to get stitches, so they
Respect stoicism. Can you face the camera more in front? Very much so. He's in pain, yes. Eastern philosophy, really interesting. Suvik, thank you for joining us. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Oh, my dog's smiling at something. What's up? Are you happy? The fridge. The fridge. I made his legs and torso too long. Gonna have to leave soon to make a new vid. Yeah, hang as long as you'd like. Appreciate you. I respect the grind. Butterfly girl, what's up? How you doing? You guys are fun to talk to. Same to you, Java. Thank you. Korewa nandesu? You make videos, that's cool. Me absolutely knowing you won't, secretly wishing you had to get stitches. Oh my god, Mini Stitch from Lilo and Stitch, that's so funny. That's too many references. I'm doing well, thank you. I'm making a new video, so what could be better than that? What's up, Faye? How you doing? Cat Soup, the Fidge guy. We're all talking about the refrigerator guy that's apparently coming to my apartment, but I have not seen this person. Goofy? All right. Because you guys are fun. You guys are cool. Anyone else know any Japanese? You could write some Japanese stuff in the chat.
And had to get stitches, so they get stitches, so they get stitches, so they.
Oh, okay. So what's the video going to be about? Taro, your first stream. Cool. Thank you for joining. Simhar, thank you. What's up for being? Thank you for being here. Zfleege. Sifu. World record for the most references in a video. Oh, Faye wrote. Oh, I don't know that kanji though. Oh, something something desu ka. Oh, something desu ka. I don't know any Japanese. My video French. This is now my third new voice I heard in this channel. What's up, Ryan? Tuba, what's up? We got some new people in the chat. Jace, thank you for being here. Ashton. Someone's asking what the video's about. I'll just replay it.
When I was a kid, if you wanted to be cool, you had to play Little League, and finally I was old enough, so I went to the audition, or whatever it is they call it, and I am not an athletic person, but on this particular day, I was just lucking out, and I kept catching the ball, so for a brief moment, it felt like I was going to be a rising star of baseball, but then eventually my real self showed, and I stepped the wrong direction, and this kid went flying and busted his chin, and had to get stitches, so they banished me to get stitches.
What does a Little League baseball coach look like? Not the Dino Nuggets. Miss Caitlin's creator, what's up? Little League baseball coach. I do not want an AI image of a Little League baseball coach. Okay, so it's just a guy in a baseball cap. So they don't have like a uniform or anything. They're in like a t-shirt and a baseball cap. Huh. Maybe I'll give him like a beard or something. I don't know. Don't be so hard on yourself. Thank you. That's good advice. What animating system do you use? This is a Wacom Cintiq. It's the Wacom Cintiq 22 HD. Thank you. You've been watching me forever. That's awesome. There's a T-Rex too. I love T-Rexes. Yeah, it's so sad. You should make more Dino Nuggets. I like the impossible ones. Me and my cat are hanging out under the blanket. That's so cute. I made cat soup. That's cute. Kawaii desu ne. Bye, Angel Lucy. Lots of cats in here. Ashton, did you ask me a question? I must have missed it. I don't have much time. Give him a whistle. I don't know how to whistle. You make soup with cats. Nana cakes. Nana cakes. Banana cakes. Thank you, Anna. I appreciate that. Animation software is TV Paint. BEXE.
Stitches, so they banish me to the back. So they banish. So they
I'll just give him a clipboard so he seems like the coach. I feel like coaches carry clipboards of things. Can I add a little Easter egg in the video? I actually just did that with the little Super Mario cap right here. It's from Mario 64 and like the OG Mario games. My legs are sore. I'm sitting weird. Okay.
banish me to the back. Banish me to the banish me to the back. Banish me to the back of the field. Banish me to the back. But then eventually my real self showed, and I stepped the wrong direction, and this kid went flying and busted his chin and had to get stitches. So they banished me to the back of the field. Banish me to the back. Banish me to the back. To the back. To the back.
I had to look up a blueprint of what baseball fields look like because I don't know what they look like. I'm gonna make a little Whatever. That's close enough.
I feel nothing really ever happens, and now it happens. And
I don't think I need to know that much. I'm coming over with ingredients. How much of these do I plan out versus go with the flow? Yeah, Tuba, it's funny, the viewership kind of changes. I think depending on people's schedules. Like I just did a stream over the weekend. There were like 400 people in here at one point. So it kind of varies depending on people's availability, but that's all good. I like having a smaller crowd. I like having a bigger crowd, but it's easier to respond to comments when there are smaller streams. So I think both of them are good. So Anna, this is actually me planning it out, and this is what I call storyboarding phase. So I storyboard the whole thing first before I actually animate anything. So there's no like fluid movements or anything. I'm just doing storyboards right now. Just draw a field in the shape of a baseball. That's funny. Okay, all right. Who's trying to eat Faye's cat? We're not eating anyone's cat in here. Volleyball thing fan. Where is the fridge guy? I don't know. I don't know where the fridge guy is. We will see. He should be here soon. I keep checking my messages and I don't see any fridge guy. He has about an hour to get here, so we'll see. Because my fridge keeps freezing everything. We got frozen avocado in the fridge. Frozen avocado. It's ridiculous. Okay, all right. Let's change the subject from eating cats. I think we could do better than that. Otherwise, I'm gonna start banning people. I don't want to do that. All right, we're changing the subject now. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. All right, what's everyone's favorite actual food? What's let's talk about real food, not cats. All right. Time to change the subject, y'all. Or we could, look at the animation. We can do that. Yeah, Italian food's really good. Pasta? Yes. I draw like a tiny little Kevin on this huge field. Taco salad. How does one make a taco salad? Oliver, I used to be an animator at big animation companies. Shrimp and spaghetti, that sounds really good, although I can't eat seafood. Matcha, I have matcha every day. I had 2 matchas today. Like a crazy person.
Back in the field where nothing really ever happened, but in the field where nothing.
Something we can agree tastes nice. Agreed.
Where nothing really ever happens, ever happened.
Kevin's annoyed that he's in the outfield. Matcha has more No way. They can't have more. I think is it? Taco ingredients, flavors, tossed into a bowl of tortilla chips. That sounds amazing. That sounds really good. That's a cat in a box. That's cute. Comfort food. I've never had Filipino food. Whoa. Emmett, what's up, Emmett? You're out. Thanks for the fun. Appreciate you. Cool. Thanks for coming to the stream. Thank you for being here. We got some baby food in the house. I don't know what that's all about.
Nothing really ever happens. It happens.
I will continue your legacy. Enchilada burritos. Volleyball thing fan. Cool. All right, we're gonna watch this again. I want to make sure it's flowing correctly.
And now that I was when I was a kid, if you wanted to be cool, you had to play Little League, and finally I was old enough, so I went to the audition, or whatever it is they call it, and I am not an athletic person, but on this particular day, I was just lucking out and I kept catching the ball, so for a brief moment it felt like I was going to be a rising star of baseball. But then eventually my real self showed, and I stepped the wrong direction, and this kid went flying and busted his chin and had to get stitches, so they banished me to the back of the field where nothing really ever happens. And now that I was out of the spot.
One more time.
When I was a kid, if you wanted to be cool, you had to play Little League, and finally I was old enough, so I went to the audition, or whatever it is they call it, and I am not an athletic person, but on this particular day, I was just lucking out and I kept catching the ball, so for a brief moment it felt like I was going to be a rising star of baseball. But then eventually my real self showed, and I stepped the wrong direction, and this kid went flying and busted his chin and had to get stitches, so they banished me to the back of the field where nothing really ever happens. And now that I was out of the spot, and
So this is a software called TV Paint, to whoever asked me that in the chat. Ollie, yeah, it's TV Paint animation. How did you develop your art style? It came very naturally, but I used to try and copy, like, a lot of my favorite cartoons growing up were the original SpongeBob SquarePants. I was a huge Fairly Odd Parents fan. Let's see if I can still draw Timmy Turner from memory. He had those huge eyes. Wow, I haven't drawn this kid in so long. Yes, I used to like try and copy the style of like a lot of Nickelodeon shows. I think he just had, I don't think he had an iris or anything. I think it was just his eyeballs. Jai Johnson, what's up? Remember the grammar picture doing the splits. Bye-bye. What's up? Would I consider subscribing to your YouTube channel? Sure, why not? Potato. Oh, cool. You got some nice animation stuff going on here. You have I'm your 7th subscriber. Did you go to art school? I did. I opened to see Timmy Turner. Yeah, you came here at a good time. All right, I'm gonna delete this sketch. Only fairies and pupils. That's true. What software do I use to film my videos? I use After Effects for post-production. Are there any good free drawing paint animation apps? You know, I'm not sure. I would recommend Procreate Dreams. It's like $20, but it's not subscription based. So you pay for it one time and then you're good. Cool. A bigger brush than that. Rising star of baseball. It was the 90s. How are you? I'm doing well. Yes. Cat Loaf said hi. Please tell your cat that I say hello as well.
And now that I was out of the spotlight, I was just standing there and it was really hot. Now that I was out of the spotlight, now that I was out of this spot.
Yeah, anytime. All right, no more eating cat. All right, this discussion is done. I'm gonna start deleting comments, you guys, if we keep talking about this cat thing. We're beating a dead horse here. I went to art school in upstate New York. There's a lot of good art schools, yeah. My son and I are big fans. I'm a big fan of you. Thank you, Lillian. I appreciate that. And I like the yellow heart. Plush cat 67. Yes. How long have I been live? I've been waiting for this fridge guy for like the whole day. Hold up, wait, are these cats? What is happening? What is happening? This is ridiculous. Austrian painter, what's up? It was the 90s. Cat 895. No one's ever read your username. Please do not say it. What is that? Butterfly girl, I'm really sorry about that. Austria, no one compares to you. What is happening? What? Okay.
Spotlight. I was just standing. I was just standing there. It was really hot outside. I was. Spotlight. I was just standing. I was just standing there, and it was really hot there, and it was really. It was really hot, and it was summer, and it was really hot, and hot. Hot, and I was sweating, and I thought it'd be hot, and I was really hot, and I was sweating, and it was hot, and I was sweating, and I was hot, and I was sweating,
Grandma is not in this animation. She's not part of the story. Nana Cakes, thank you. When am I posting? Nana Cakes, hope you have a good day. Ollie, when am I posting? I'm going to post this as soon as I can, although there's a lot of work to be done on it. What's your favorite color? Purple. It's purple. Aggressive tapping from Java. Aggressive tapping from Java. That's funny. Can I read every comment that comes up? That is difficult for me to do while animating. I will do my best, but we will see. Who's being rude? I'm gonna do a Q&A sometime in the future. Yeah, I do Q&As all the time.
I was sweating and I thought, this is sweating, and I thought, editing, and I thought, editing. And I thought, this really sucks. I thought, this. This really.
How do you know my favorite color is purple? Just a quick guess. Yeah. So Sandy, what is the story about it's sweating? Why don't I? Oh my God, Juliet's here. Everyone, Juliet just came out with a new song. She's incredibly talented. She makes pop punk music. You should check her out. You guys should check out Juliet.
This really. This really
Best animator in the world. Thank you. No one's ever read my comment before. Thank you. Agreed. I am a transfer. What? A transfer. Oh, okay. I got you. Cool. Hi, Potato. Hello, Juliet. We got a lot of potato friends in here. That's a cute smiley little potato. Wait, you're number 1 in the comment section, Potato. Good for you, yes. Everyone's so nice today. Everyone's so cool in the chat right now. All right, we're going to play the story over just so... I'm going to do one more picture and then we're going to play it over.
sucks.
Teach us how to be cool like you. Julia, you're like the coolest person I know. How are you so good at drawing and you need to teach me? Oh, I should do a course. Sign up for my course. Cubby Wolf, you draw so crazy. Thank you so much. You draw so fast, it's crazy. I think I misspoke. I had to subscribe to the tarot. Okay, let's see if that works.
So easy.
Okay, I can watch you animate all day. Thank you so much. I'd be the first witness. I was in charge to turn all the lights off in the house. Oh no, am I a mind reader or something? Something like that. Harley, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Bye, Harley. All right, I'm gonna play this back one more time. Harley, you should stay for the current progress of this animation.
When I was a kid, if you wanted to be cool, you had to play Little League, and finally I was old enough, so I went to the audition, or whatever it is they call it, and I am not an athletic person, but on this particular day, I was just lucking out, and I kept catching the ball, so for a brief moment, it felt like I was going to be a rising star of baseball, but then eventually my real self showed, and I stepped the wrong direction, and this kid went flying and busted his chin, and had to get stitches, so they banished me to the back of the field where nothing really ever happens. And now that I was out of the spotlight, I was just standing there, and it was really hot, and I was sweating, and I thought, this really sucks. So I just walked off the field and went home.
Bro is not good at baseball. That's funny. I tried animating once, really impressed by people who actually make animations. Thank you so much. Juliet, I was also a back of the field person because I was terrible at sports. I'm not very coordinated when it comes to that stuff. Wow, Daryl, you got some balls. I'm a nice kid, that's why I'm being so nice. Ow. Oh my god. Literally, as I just said, I'm not very coordinated. I hurt my hand. But it's okay. Running and swimming, yeah, those are good sports. That's why I'm being so nice. This is ridiculous.
So I just walked off.
You just affirmed you're right. That's literally what just happened. You see how instant it is? Daryl mentioned. Thoughts on Silk Song? I haven't played it yet. I need to play Hollow Knight first. This is ridiculous. Hey, I'm sorry to hear that. Chris Williams. Oh God. Coordination's overrated. Yes, this is correct. Where is this fridge guy? What is happening? What is happening? Why are we talking? We're not. Yeah. Going to give you a good listen to. Yeah, Juliet rules. You should all listen to Juliet's music. Right, no talk of unaliving.
So I just walked off. So I just walked off. So I just
Once you play Hollow Knight, please don't spoil yourself. It's not a video game, it's an experience. That's good to know. Oh, we're at the Twilight. That's the second Twilight thing that I've seen today. I got recommended a Twilight video on YouTube. It was so random. Have a good day. Whoever is leaving, whoever is coming through, join, hang out.
Now that I was out of the spotlight.
Whoops.
Yeah, this really sucks. So I just walked off the field and when I was sweating and I thought, this really sucks. So I just walked off the field and went home and laid off the field. So I just walked off the field. So I just walked off the field. So I just walked.
Bye, Juliet. Say hi to therapy for me. Who just walks off the field? I feel like I did that when I was a kid too. I did not like baseball.
Oh, it's not very good.
The field and went home. Went home. And went home. And my little and went home. Went home. Went home. And went home. Come on, we went home. And went home. Come on, and went home. And later that day, and later that day, and later that day they called and said, why did you? And later that day they called and said, why did you leave? And without hesitating, I said, my mom said I had to quit it. This sucks. So I walked off the field and went home and like.
Zane? Oh, cool. You mean Zane or Eric? 007 and 7. Yeah, Fridge Guy isn't here. Java, do I have any tips about spilling hot water? Yes, I would put it under cold water and put some Neosporin on that. Yep, Connor, all by hand. I do everything with my hand and my brain.
Went home and later that day they did it. And later that day they called and said, why did you fight it?
Yeah, I think the Fridge Guy may have forgotten to. I'm gonna text him right now. Hello, are you still coming to look at the fridge?
And so I walked off the field and went, so I walked off the field and went, sucks. So I just walked off the field and went home. This really sucks. Sucks. So he just walked off the field and we suck.
I'm thinking of having him throw off his little hat.
This really sucks. So he's walked. And later that day they called and said, wow, they called and said, why did you leave? Called and said, and later that day they called and said, and said, why did you leave? And without hesitating, I said, he called and said, why? And what? And why did you leave? And said, why did you leave? He said, why did you leave? And without a leave, did you leave? And leave. Oh, leave. And without hesitating, I said,
Now my roommate's asking about the Fridge Guy because neither one of us know.
and without hesitating, I said, my mom, and without hesitating, I leave, and without hesitating, hesitating, I said, I said, I said, my mom said I had to quit. They called and said, why did you leave? And without hesitating, I said, without hesitating, and said, why did you leave? And without hesitating, I said, my mom said, I said, and I said, my, 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 my mom said I had, my, my mom said I had to quit. My mom said I had said I had to quit, to quit. To quit, and I said, and my mom said, quit. When I was a kid, if you wanted to be cool, you had to play Little League, and finally I was old enough, so I went to the audition, or whatever it is they call it, and I am not an athletic person, but on this particular day, I was just lucking out, and I kept catching the ball, so for a brief moment, it felt like I was going to be a rising star of baseball, but then eventually my real self showed, and I stepped the wrong direction, and this kid went flying and busted his chin, and had to get stitches, so they banished me to the back of the field where nothing really ever happens. And now that I was out of the spotlight, I was just standing there, and it was really hot, and I was sweating, and I thought, this really sucks. So I just walked off the field and went home, and later that day they called and said, why did you leave? And without hesitating, I said, my mom said I had to quit. And my mom was standing right there.
we have an update from Fridge Guy. He'll be here in 10 minutes. Sounds good.
And my mom was standing right there, and in that moment, she was standing right there. There, and when they called and said, "Why did you leave?" And without hesitating, I said, "My mom said I had to quit." And my mom was standing right there, and in that moment, there, and in that moment, she saw her standing right there, and her quit. And my mom was standing right there, and in that moment, she saw who her son really is as a human being. Really is as a human being. And she saw who her son really is as a human son really is. And in that moment, she saw who she saw moment she saw who her son really is, who her son really is as a human being, and I saw who her son her son saw who her son really is as a human being. This is a is a human being. Human being.
I think the boards are done.
When I was a kid, if you wanted to be cool, you had to play Little League, and finally I was old enough, so I went to the audition, or whatever it is they call it, and I am not an athletic person, but on this particular day, I was just lucking out, and I kept catching the ball, so for a brief moment, it felt like I was going to be a rising star of baseball, but then eventually my real self showed, and I stepped the wrong direction, and this kid went flying and busted his chin, and had to get stitches, so they banished me to the back of the field where nothing really ever happens. And now that I was out of the spotlight, I was just standing there, and it was really hot, and I was sweating, and I thought, this really sucks. So I just walked off the field and went home. And later that day, they called and said, why did you leave? And without hesitating, I said, my mom said I had to quit. And my mom was standing right there. And in that moment, she saw who her son really is as a human being.
That's funny. All right, I'm gonna call it here, guys. This has been a really good stream, and thanks for being here. Apparently the fridge guy is gonna be here in 10 minutes, so I'm gonna go prepare to show him that my fridge keeps freezing all my food. Can you say my name, please? I'm a big fan. You know what? I'll take questions until he gets here. Can you say my name? Take that, Nicola. Nicola? Foxwaffle. Connor, thank you. Someone asked if I was okay. Potato, I am very okay. I just got into the zone. I got in the zone. Oh my god, my arm hurts from drawing so much. Actually, my arm feels perfect. I'm gonna comment as soon as you post it. Thank you. I'm probably gonna post it tomorrow. I don't think it's gonna get done today. That would be very ambitious. Okay, well, if there's no questions, I will probably head out. How long have I been on stream? Oh my god, for 2 hours. Out the window. Throw it out the window. Alright, cool. So I have a favorite video. Definitely muscles. The muscles animation I did with Kevin. You do a question. How long have I been doing YouTube? Since 2022, 2021. Yeah, either 2021 or 2022. I think it's 2022. So about 3 years. Tarot. Do I vocoder the audio? Yeah. I use an app called Voloco. I love your vids, best YouTuber ever. Thank you, appreciate you. All right, I'm gonna give myself a vocal rest. I feel like I've been talking a lot today. Eggs out the window. All right, I'm going to end the stream here. Thanks, guys, for hanging out, and I'll see you guys hopefully